Here he comes, a young man, widely regarded as the future Billy O'Keefe. Untold amounts of talent, filled to the brim with ability.
Tapping into that potential. Maybe hopefully we should say that he finds his feet here at Blackout Wrestling and finally breaks out as an individual superstar in his own right.
Say Billy O'Keefe being a part of a couple of different things in different promotions, but really looking to set his stall as a singles competitor, as you said, Lawrence. What do you think he has to do tonight to overcome someone like Jet Marshall?
He needs to stick to his roots. He needs to out-wrestle Jet Marshall. Jet Marshall's a striker. Billy O'Keefe can close that distance. You've got to reckon that Billy gets this win.
But he looks very much in the zone.
Jet Marshall making Billy O'Keefe wait here.
Well, here he comes, as you said, a striker, Jet Marshall.
You just see from the attitude instantly, straight out the gates, that he's going to take Billy O'Keefe down here tonight. Obviously, both of these, should be mentioned, Jane, both of these debutants here at Blackout Wrestling. The first match under these big bright lights.
Very much. The complete opposite of our first bout. Our first bout, a replay almost, a rerun of what happened 18 months ago at the first Blackout show. This one, brand new.
Brand new. Obviously, Jet Marshall impressed head trainers at the Blackout training school that we ran January last year. So it'd be interesting to see if he's taking that advice on board and going to be able to overcome. But
well, I was just about to say, setting out the stall early, this is going to be a very different match to the one we saw earlier. Two big men taking lumps off each other. Here we've got two very fast, very athletic high flyers.
Just trading hold for hold, move for move here. Quick cover, the one only.
Just the tempo of this. At some point, one of us is going to have to try and call a move, but they're going to need to slow down way dramatically for us to get anything in here.
You saw O'Keefe there catching Inzaguri on the top of Jet Marshall's head, but Marshall recovered.
And off they go again. Oh, huge forearm.
Stopped Billy O'Keefe dead in his tracks.
And a drop kick. It looks like we're going to catch breath. What an opening exchange, Lawrence.
Really looking to go flying, perhaps.
Oh,
he was definitely looking for it.
That'll stop you dead in the tracks. A fist in the mouth. And then a foot.
This is what O'Keefe needed to avoid the striking game of Jet Marshall. He's arguably second to none.
Huge double stomp to the back of the head.
Then obviously the long fall from the ring to the floor. So there's no padding around the floor here at Blackout Wrestling. Obviously we're in a theatre right now.
Yeah, we should probably take the moment to welcome everybody to the new home of Blackout Wrestling Guiseley Theatre. Quick cover, just the two. Yeah, the new home of Blackout Wrestling Guiseley Theatre. Happy to be a beautiful venue.
Really, really nice venue, yeah. And obviously staff that aren't associated with Blackout Wrestling are lovely as well. So helpful, so kind.
And whilst we're talking about the loveliness of staff, Jet Marshall delivers a not-so-lovely knee to the mouth of Billy O'Keefe.
Just a disrespectful back chop then.
And one to the front, matching pair.
That stunned O'Keefe that you could tell by him smashing the mat afterwards with frustration and anger. And probably a lot of pain as well. Quick cover and a 2 count only.
Another 2 from the referee.
You have to assume that if Marshall keeps this up, it's only a matter of time as he kicks the thigh.
Jet Marshall just teeing off. Just these strikes, we called it early, but the striking game of Jet Marshall is very much what needs to be avoided.
Keith needs to somehow weather this storm if he can, and then get, just as we see, a hard whip into the corner.
Another cover and a 2.
Just going to say, O'Keefe needs to try and weather this storm and get back onto his game plan and wrestle this match with Jet Marshall. If it sticks to fists and feet, then it's going to be a long night for Billy O'Keefe.
Yeah, Billy very much a competitor that likes to be on the front foot. This isn't unfamiliar territory for him, being just dragged out of the ring.
I think he started as a choke, didn't it? But the momentum that Marshall had managed to muster on the outside, dragging O'Keefe all the way over.
And I don't know where the two of them are going here. Oh, another big knife edge chop.
Maybe starting the second, third row of the crowd or something there.
Oh, back into the ring. Billy really needs to find something.
He's caused that separation, and then I would say just a massive drop kick, then a kick up from Jet Marshall.
Jet Marshall now jarring off at the crowd.
He's an angry young man, Jet Marshall, isn't he?
He's a very angry young man.
Spent a lot of time around him in the back. He seems to hate the world.
Yeah, this not something that this crowd's done to annoy him. This is just how Jet Marshall lives his life. Not happy, but happy to tell you how unhappy he is.
But he seems to be very happy at the moment, just kicking the snot out of Billy O'Keefe at every opportunity he gets.
Well, at some point you've got to question, is this sort of attitude going to get in his way? He's pulling him back in the ring now. No covers, obviously, on the apron or the outside. This is a wrestling match. It is wins and losses, not how many times you get to kick your opponent.
Picking up some steam here, Jet Marshall. And a chin lock.
Just disrespect. Taking his time.
But also inciting this crowd. They were all geared up for, regardless of whether you like somebody or you hate somebody, if you see something cool, you tend to react. And Jet Marshall toying with the crowd with that.
Oh, Billy looking to fight back into this.
Michinoku driver.
Well, there it goes. Again, credit to head official Ben Stewart. Come round to check the shoulders. Just a 2 count.
Billy, you can see in his eyes, just looking for the rope, trying to get that separation if he can.
Well, it's been non-stop for O'Keefe after a quick start. He's not managed to get anything going, really, as far as offense is concerned. Jet Marshall very much controlling this one.
You see, just by looking at Jet Marshall as well, doesn't necessarily seem to have broken a sweat. Now sitting down cross-legged in the middle of the ring.
Similar to... oh, and here we go, the ultimate disrespect with the Snow Angel in the middle of the ring. Similar to Jepson earlier, Jet Marshall not taking advantage of the damage he's done to Billy O'Keefe. Whilst he's looking for the easy out with this count-out victory, he's also giving Billy O'Keefe time to recover.
Obviously, the difference between Jepson and Marshall is that I think Jepson, you could argue, was taking the easy way out. Marshall thinks he's done enough damage that O'Keefe can't answer that 10 count.
Back again with the educated feet, almost kicking away.
Nope. A slap to the ear. And now a spinning back chop.
What's he saying up for here?
High rent district. Called high risk for a reason. High risk, high reward. But a headbutt by O'Keefe.
Oh, and here we go. Billy from the top. It's where he feels most at home.
And a nice leaping, spinning senton there.
Oh, and Billy picking up the pace back to where he likes things at early doors. Huge clothesline.
Black suplex. Falling forward. Very rarely do you see that. Quick cover, 2 count only.
And now, how quickly the tables turn. Billy O'Keefe with the momentum on his side. Jet Marshall reeling.
Looking to finish it.
Oh, and a huge forearm. And a return. Just trading off now. Billy O'Keefe again, looking to build that momentum.
The pump kick there. Half and half. Pop-up Liger bomb from Jet Marshall. Could be everything. O'Keefe somehow managing to pop the shoulder.
Well, Jet Marshall, similar to us in this crowd, not sure how Billy managed to get his shoulder up off the mat that time. But he did. That's what's important. And Billy now asking the crowd to help him back up.
Marshall might be the one helping him back up.
Oh,
might be everything. Just a headlock face driver.
And there it is. Just from nowhere. From absolutely nowhere. Billy O'Keefe finds separation, gets Jet Marshall, and plants him with that face driver.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Jet Marshall was looking for. You saw Marshall turn back on O'Keefe, and that was the difference. Really grabbing the trunks, pulling him back into that headlock driver.
Again, impressive display for both of these. Billy O'Keefe gets the win, but it has to be said, both of them very much living up to the reputation and to the potential that we heard about.
Yeah, I'm glad that both of them are here on the Blackheart roster. Just can't wait to see them back after an action like that.
Again, we're going to